Williams, who takes the ball, he comes forward, finds Jukic. Jason Page looks for a three, but he's decided to give it inside once again to Defoe. Defoe turns, makes the jump shot, ball away. This time Page seals it away. Nimley looks for the three, goes inside. Looks for Darius Defoe, who's trailing the play. There goes the first three from Nimley, and in it goes. Talk to them. Let's see if that five can sort it out before he makes any changes. There's a ball inside from Hicks to Desport, who went to the basket, and Darius takes the rebound. Page now on the ball. Deep three from Page, and it goes. To come back from. Here's Robinson now, he goes deep and he makes it three. He finds Tony Hicks. Hicks across to Ogadembe. He finds Desport inside. He trying to establish something. Uwomi for three. That's in. The foul was fairly easy for the referee to call. He has Hicks just inside the three-point line. I
don't know whether that's a deliberate pry or not.
Yes, Nimley finds Darius Defoe inside. Defoe forgets to take the ball with him, but still gets the turn. Jukic is blocked out. Yes, Jordan Williams, nice little mid-range jump shot from Jordan. Gunhina coming on. Here's Nimley going to the basket, he finds Jukic. Jukic can't take the ball. And there's a deep three from Jason Page.
That's a good example right there.
Alex Uwomi trying to go inside on Jason Page. Desport faced up with time. Levi Noel puts it in. Here's Hicks looking for a screen, trying to get to the basket. Nice drive, but he misses the shot. With a big
the Eagles, unless Fab comes on and takes it, but
Gunhina charging forward, finds Defoe. Defoe misses the shot. Jason Page takes a good offensive rebound. He puts up a three, that's off. Tony Hicks with a rebound again going coast to coast. Makes a break. Eagles down by 3 at 18-15. Page finds Martin inside. Martin, his jumper is off, but Gunhina was able to get the rebound, and he has made the initial 24 England man squad for the Commonwealth. There's a long three from Palmer, and there's Steele. Excellent position, but a fantastic rejection by Terry Martin, and they're out to the other end. Kaelon Raftopoulos has actually come on now to play the point in place of Hicks. Steele, that's nice play from Steele, and he found Palmer inside at the moment as we head into that second quarter. Page gets all the way to the basket, makes his two-point shot. Only a second left to go, and there goes the buzzer. But Surrey lead 22-20, and after the first 4 or 5 minutes, that didn't look likely at all, Dave.
Well, no, and you know, you can't take this Surrey team lightly. They're deep. They've got 10 players in playing double minutes.
For three, and Nimley's missed that three as well. There's Josh Steele, who took the rebound, brings the ball away. Palmer, massive mismatch in there from Noel on a Palmer's air ball from three-point range. Yuri Gunhina pushing hard. He finds Kai Williams outside. Kai Williams steadies himself and knocks down a three-pointer. And other times very lax, and I think that's what Flanoy's just sort of saying over there. There's Gunhina, finds Bassi. Bassi goes all the way to the basket. Lovely drive by AJ Bassi. He puts his 2 points up. Suddenly the Eagles have got a 4-point lead, but here's Rafatopoulos at the other end. He finds Steele. Steele thought about the three and now shoots the three and makes the three. Looks a very useful player, only 20-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, I understand his background is he's a British player, went to the States for 1 year and came back because he wanted to play professionally.
That's right, it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, useful player to have in your squad. Great pass, great pass.
Great play all round, and a rebound at the other end. Turns, spins, comes up the court. Gives it to Bassi. Bassi finds Nimley, who's wide open. He needs no second invitation.
He's trying to get an entry and then use those post plays to create a double stagger screen for a shooter. That would be an interesting tactic for us to follow as this game quarter goes on.
Nice play from Darius Defoe. Well, it was till the very final minute when Gunny has missed the layup. But it was great transition play by both AJ Bassi.
To an 11-point lead, and they must have missed 12 points on sitters in transition during this game so far.
There's Bassi, nice pass inside to Defoe. Defoe makes it. Williams tries to get the offensive rebound, but Teo Ogundenbe gets it. Tony Hicks coming the other end, coast to coast. Fakes the two. Page finds Defoe. Defoe turns inside, but Jordan Williams, good bit of defense from Jordan Williams, and a lovely pass at the other end. Great bit of defense. point guard Tony Hicks, who seems to have taken a lot of rebounds tonight. He's trying to set the ball up with good hands again by Kai Williams. This time Hicks has drove all the way to the basket. Very much a one-man team there. He twice had the ball in his hands and didn't really look for a pass, but he did make his layup. And that gap's now down to, should be down to 2, but 6:42 to 36. Ogundenbi into Robinson. Robinson to Hicks. Hicks to Robinson. Robinson will shoot the 3. Makes the 3. He's new. He's missed that. Gunhina, who's come back on the court, misses the offensive rebound. There's Hicks at the other end. Makes the 2. Nimley, he finds Page. Page will shoot the 3. He's missed it. Kai Williams goes up for the rebound, but Darius Defoe is the man who comes away with it. Although Desport does steal it. Tony Hicks finds once again Theo Ogundenbi and wide open up. The clock ticks down to 12 seconds. Page having a good long look. Tries to drive in. Back off the defender. Knocks his 2-point shot down. Oh, there's a great steal at the other end by Yuri Gunhina, but he can't quite get it. Entertaining half, but I think a half of 4 quarters in some respects. Dave, Eagles off to a double-digit start. Surrey came back and took a lead, and then in the second quarter, Eagles once again established a double-digit lead. Surrey came back and took a lead, but Eagles got the last basket of the of the half by Jason Page to give them a 44-43 lead at the half. So here's Ogundenbi to Hicks. He finds Robinson inside. Robinson faced up by Defoe. Back out Ogundenbi. Long 3-point effort from Ogundenbi is off. Darius Defoe takes the rebound, gives the ball to Nimley. He finds Page. Jukic setting the screen, but it's to Kai Williams in the corner for 3. And down it goes. A cushion there.
I was very surprised when he said that was...
Great steal by Saw Nimley off Tony Hicks. He gives it to Page. Page tries to drive inside. There's that fadeaway jump shot. Eagles come up with the offensive rebound. Well picked off by Hicks. Beautiful pick off. He gives it to Uwomi. Uwomi outside to Ogundenbi. Thought about the 3. Gives it inside to Desport. Desport comes back out. Hicks drives to the basket. Lovely layup.
As a scorer, without question, he's more effective after they've made some passes around the perimeter.
Page finds Jukic wide open. Jukic.
What happened there was 3 or 4 passes. The ball went to Robinson and everybody stood and watched him play one-on-one.
At the other end, Eagles getting the ball back inside. And there's Darius Defoe off balance. The sign tonight for Surrey to make the comeback. He has Hicks with the ball and he's going to go, drives inside, tries to find, but again loses the ball there. Saw Nimley comes away with it. Saw Nimley's left wide open.
That's painful for Surrey because any attempt to get back in the game there was thwarted. It was an unforced error, this time from a Scorchers player, and they cashed in on it. And look at that, twice in a row, nobody has closed down Saw Nimley.
Gives it to Williams. Williams unselfishly gives it to Saw Nimley. Jason Page will drive all the way to the basket.
Yeah, I think the
Eagles up by 19 points.
Which is establishing exactly where we feel they should be with the way they've played in this game. You know, there may be...
They now run the point for the Eagles as the only guard on the court. Gunhina comes round off the screen looking for the ball. Nice pass nice give and go from Kai Williams. Gets a well-deserved break and Terry Martin comes on, sets the screen straight into the play. Tries to find Jukic coming in off the wing for the cut. But good work by Levi Noel, who's come on. He finds Josh Steele in the corner. Josh Steele sits to the bench. I've been quite impressed with Josh Steele. His numbers probably don't look great, but he does look a very good player when you consider he's only 20 years of age. There's Yuri Gunhina coming in. They went for each other, and that's why the referee called the double foul. Here's Saw Nimley. Receives the ball from Gunhina. He's going to shoot that 3 again. That one's just off. Darryl Palmer takes a big rebound. And there's the end of the quarter. Eagles lead 75 to 57, and a bit more clinical from the Eagles there, but at both ends of the court, Dave.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty quarter to watch, but you know, you think of the appreciation Zarko got from the fans for his contribution in there, and he was a big part in the fact that the Eagles started moving the ball as a team, shared the ball. Much better quarter from the Eagles.
Okay. So, but they've managed to, they just got it sorted out just as the total players to go and sit on the bench. And we're back on our way now in the fourth quarter with Surrey on offense. And there's a nice offense straight away. And Terry Martin at the other end is blocked by Darryl Palmer. Nice interchange between the two guards who are on the court. Rafitopoulos.
Again, all of the Scorchers benches up applauding what the team's just done, which is play good team basketball, shared the ball, moved it to create the scoring opportunity rather than...
Nimley comes away with the ball. AJ Bassey and Terry Martin have taken a seat. Jason Page and Kai Williams back on court. Page looking to go inside. It comes out to Kai Williams. Kai Williams shoots Gerald Robinson. Nimley again. Oh, he's fighting lovely play from Son Nimley. Proper point guard play. Yes, Hicks, he's got the ball back in his hands. Comes straight up, shoots a three. Misses it, but gets the long rebound to himself. Rafitopoulos back into Hicks. Hicks was wide open there, but didn't take the shot. Jordan Williams did. It was an air ball, and Nimley saw Nimley shaking, baking, finds his backcourt partner. Jason Page, he found Yuri Kunhina. Yuri Kunhina coming. He goes to the basket, but it's rejected by Zarko Djukic. And there's a rejection at the other end by Jordan Williams, but on Jason Page, who manages to recover the ball. He finds it inside to Darius Defoe. Darius Defoe lays it in for two.
Guy who was now wide open, which happened to be Zarko, so he's apologised to him. Teammates, he's figuring out what he should do on it. I don't know, but this is not the Teo I'm used to seeing.
Jason Page for three again.
There's going to be a time to come back, a time to recover from that journey. I think we could see having a real impact on what happens at the BBL in that April period. Very keen that it'll become more than just a swimming and an athletics event, and will incorporate things like basketball and possibly, I guess, netball as well, maybe.
Eagles moving the ball around. Jason Page makes it to the basket. Darius Defoe took a seat, probably won't be back tonight. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. And at the other end is that guy Josh Steele I mentioned.
Couple of their offense.
So we talked about Teo, or I talked about Teo Ogundenbi not being really a factor in this game, but he's actually, there's a highlight, but perhaps just not quite warm enough. Djukic almost got a steal, but once again, good play from inside by Surrey, although Terry Martin comes away with the ball. This time he gives it to AJ Bassey, and AJ Bassey, that time he gets a nice easy layup on the transition to take the Eagles over the 100-point barrier and up to a 21-point lead. Yuri Kunhina this time takes the steal, and he lays it in for two. Eagles will win this game 103-80, and I think the point you made at half-time, dear, was that you felt they should have been comfortably in front of the half, and they weren't, and they've put that right very much so in the second half.
They have, and I'll just pick on, in the time we have, I'll pick on 3 players. You talked about AJ will be disappointed with his shooting, but he shouldn't be disappointed with his contribution tonight. And I think if he can get into that 3-guard rotation, that's only a good thing for the Eagles. I think when we've seen Son Nimley tonight, we've known one of the reasons why they surrendered that lead last week. They didn't have him. He does do a lot to hold this team together, but I would think the most pleasing thing will be the contribution from Zarko Djukic, who I think has had a really good game and showed what his potential is really all about tonight.